I'm watching a show, Tishki Sauer, Nuvaro Media. I keep messing it up. I keep when I put it in there, I'll put it as Nouveau. Or, I don't know. It's British stuff. My little British people I like to watch. They're socialist. It's kind of like Majority Report. I don't really watch Democracy Now and all that. I've just gone all the way into the far left now. Had a lady on there was talking about it's an episode called "Hook It to My Veins," and this was something they put in there right after Trump made the comments about getting injections of UV light and injections of disinfectants. Now, people will say maybe that he was joking. He said he was joking later on, which I don't believe. I think that Trump learned that anytime he says something stupid, if people laugh at him, he's learned that to make it a joke. That's what he's learned. It's like a little kid, It wasn't a joke because he doubled down on it. When I've seen it a couple times since, and he doubled down. If I tell a joke and you don't get it, I'm not going to double and triple down on it. But well, you didn't get it. Like, second of all, let me say this: Trump is the president, whether I like it or not, whether you like it or not. I just don't think during a pandemic at a presidential press conference on the, giving the people an update on what is going on and what's going on in the coronavirus response. I don't think it's appropriate for a president to be up there joking and making sarcastic comments. I mean, I've learned now when it's Trump, I've just learned to take it as it is. Like, these are devils. Whether the coronavirus ends tomorrow, whether they have a pandemic, whether they have a vaccine for it next week. I mean, they could. Today's weekend. They could have a vaccine Monday, and I'm still going to say Trump is shit, and these people are shit, and that's not going to end. There's nothing he can do that's going to change my mind. Not that he's going to do that. I talk to people about that sometimes. What if he did this? Could he get the black vote? He's not going to do these things. Because that's not his nature. He's an asshole. It's like when Trump went to the UN and he said he was the best president ever, and people laughed at him, and he said, it was a joke. I wasn't. Y'all weren't in on it. He wasn't joking. First of all, speaking at the UN, I don't think that's a place that's appropriate for any kind of a comedy hour, comedy zone. I don't think it's appropriate. That's what sociopaths do. They don't know what's appropriate and what's not, and they're always getting it. Like a sociopath will go to a funeral and will hit on the wife of the deceased, and like he does not know that that's not appropriate. Like, he won't even hide it. He'll go right up in front of everybody and be like, "Hey, baby, that's what a sociopath will do." And I've just learned that I'm dealing with a sociopath in the office of the president, and that basically don't take any of this personal. That's how I look at it. That's why my mindset was like, okay, it was a joke. Let's look at it. Let's look into it. I didn't say he wasn't joking. No, he couldn't have been joking. So, there was a lady on Nuvaro Media that said something. And these are white people that are willing to be self-deprecating and look at the role of the Caucasian and look at the Caucasians, how the Caucasians' responses affect everybody else in the world, recognizing the whole world is not white and the whole world is not going to be white. That's what it comes down to with them. It's not socialism as much as they're willing to look at their own frailties, their own stigmas. She said how she was talking. This lady was talking about how the people that are protesting, the AstroTurf protest. She was talking about, it goes back, this guy Dick Armey, I guess he was the one that started that funding really angry people. She explained the history of the Tea Party and what that was. And she was talking about how these people that are protesting about getting their nails done and their hair done, what that is. And, we know a lot of this is give me COVID-19 or give me liberty or give me COVID-19 and other little jokes and she said it. I never thought about this, that it comes down to the idea that they don't care. Like, they don't care that them getting their hair done today may get a bunch of people sick. I'm always making videos talking about rednecks not washing their hands. I talked about it earlier today. I'm talking about it all the time, not washing their hands and just this pride in being nasty. And one thing I learned at Walmart working with them drivers is that with rednecks, there's a pride in being wasteful. Like, there's a huge, like the Caucasian, like for rednecks, it's like this. I was in there brushing my teeth in the restroom, and people do that, coming in brush teeth. That's coming up real early in the morning. And, I brush my teeth, I turn the water off. Come on, get in there. This redneck's washing, he looks at me, and he left the water running for like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, looking right at me. That's how they are. They're wasteful people. And, like, they're proud to be wasteful. It's not by accident. It's like an accomplishment to be wasteful. It's an accomplishment to drive some big truck that gets bad fuel economy. Like, like, for me, an accomplishment would be to spend money on my extracts, my herbs and stuff. Or it'd be like pay down on bills, or it'd be like stuff like that. For them, their accomplishment is to be able to waste. To waste a bunch of money and show off that, look, the fact I'm wasting money shows you money is no value to me. Not to say I worship money, but it's just that I appreciate what I have. That's what I mean to say. Yeah, ain't about worshiping money. But she went into that, how that's the idea. She quoted a book, The End of the Lie, The End of the Myth. Excuse me. So a Latin American gentleman that wrote a book, and he was talking about the people coming to America, what America meant to them, to immigrants compared to people here, and how to him the myth of American ingenuity, the myth of American, light on the hill, the special quality of America, a lot of that's based off of someone's backs. That's based off of somebody's straining in their work. That's based off of somebody's struggle and off someone's pain. And I thought about that. I mean, like, I put that in my head. Like, I might watch that again. That shit really hit me. Because that's how the Caucasian thinks. That's how they are. That like, their whole thing is being wasteful. And that, like, the reason why they talk about socialism and big government, even if you had, say you had socialism, say we had an organized society and there wasn't a lot of taxes. Like, they still think the idea of not stepping on the backs of working people, like basically, for white people, they don't look at these big billionaires that do bad stuff and say, man, that's messed up. They look at it and say, like, that shows you he's rich, he has power, because he's able to screw people. And so they don't want to change it. They don't want to change the thing. It's not about, like, fixing stuff. Like, I look at Jeff Bezos, I look at what Amazon's what they're doing, firing people for coming out and talking about inadequate conditions and all that. I mean, that's disgusting. If they're firing people for that, for coming out and telling the truth, they could die. There was a lady at UPS that got fired for that, revealing information about that stuff. That's tragic, man. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Peace.